Okay, here's just a quick video of some gear that I find myself taking and using no matter what kind of trip I'm going on. Bushcrafting, hiking, car camping. You know, I make sure this stuff is along with me and available. Maybe not in my pack, but in my car when I get back to base camp, or just whatever. I mean, just practicing. So these things always seem to go with me, and I just wanted to put a shout out to a lot of great recommendations on YouTube and Bushcraft USA for steering me in the right direction and giving good advice on these things. I'm going to lose giving credit to some people, so I'm just going to not mention any names. But this stuff works for me and has proved faithful, reliable, no needing to, treat it gently. Just put it in and use it, and it works. This is in no particular order, just kind of gear I put out. Part of a 3M scrubbing pad right here, to clean things up. Probably need a new one. That's a little dirty. Recently acquired, but working well. A little heavy is the Zebra. I got the 10 centimeter pot, and inside I have a little Colgan's folding cup, and inside there I put my Trangia. So that works well. I'll give credit to who I found this. I'm sure he didn't invent it, but I found it on the internet. Russell, Weekend Adventure, Pot Cozy. Absolutely critical. Here's my homemade windscreen that I made for my Trangia. Just a piece of aluminum flashing. That's all it is. Nothing fancy. All you need is a piece of aluminum flashing, a Trangia, and a little piece of hardware cloth. So definitely have a Pot Cozy when I'm cooking rice, cooking any of my meals. Goes in there. And here's the cover. Little coat hanger for the Zebra pot. So that works well. So on. So nothing new there. I'm not making any inventions here. I'm just telling you this gear works all the time, every time I take it out. All of it has a little different purposes, but works good. The Zebra, bends backwoods. Trangia, I don't know where I got this one, but they sell them on Camp Saver. You cannot go wrong with the Trangia, in my opinion. It takes denatured alcohol. I get my denatured alcohol $15 for a gallon. You can use heat. I've never tried it, but it just works. I know people make their own can stoves and they enjoy doing it, but this works. It has the simmer ring, snuff ring, closed up. Doesn't weigh barely anything. It works. Get one. I got a couple. Cliff Bars. I always keep Cliff Bars. If I'm hungry, need a snack at work, Cliff Bar comes out. All different kinds. Cliff Bars, good thing. Expensive. Not probably worth it, but I like it. I'm a list person. I go through one of these about every 3 or 4 months. Right in the Rain, 3x5 spiral notebook. It's always in my top shirt pocket, whether I'm at work, whether I'm camping, no matter where I am. They're $6 a piece, which is a lot of money, but I've gotten used to them. I love them. Bandana. Nothing revolutionary there. This is I think the 27-inch or 24-inch, so it's the larger version. I guess they make them even larger than that. Enough said about that. Everybody knows all the uses of bandana. Something I just started using at the beginning of the summer, but now I use all the time, even in the kitchen, around the house. An Open All number 8 folding knife, like $12. These are easy to keep sharp. It is not a Bushcraft knife, but it weighs 1.5 ounces. It is easy to keep this hair popping, razor sharp, with one of my next favorite tools, a leather strap. I got this one at Del Stubbs Pinewood Forge. I mean, it's just leather and a piece of wood. I also got the white gold homing compound. I'm telling you, a thin blade like this on a strap, this takes nothing to keep it sharp. I, of course, use this for my other knives too, but I cannot say enough about it. This doesn't come with me on a bushcraft and backpacking trip, and I broken off some of this compound and put it in a little container. But, I do have a strap with me whenever I can on car camping. I showed in a previous video, I got the Is Turley PSK knife, which is a small skeleton knife. But I'm telling you, I find I always have my Becker Necker on here with a little LED. Here's my LED right there. This is with me all the time. It's always on my neck. So I think it's worth it. I know a lot of people don't care for them. There's other Necker type knives. Give credit to Pict or Colhane for the little LED thing, but when he got it on you, and you can go like that and see what you're doing. I mean, just an awesome idea. It's always with me. Weighs less than 5 ounces. Another good thing. ShamWow. This isn't the ShamWow brand. It's the Coghlan's brand. They're like $3. You will be surprised if you've never used one of these how much water this can absorb. Just, you know, cleaning up your tarp, your tent, your picnic table. Wring it out. Clean yourself off. Wring it out. Wash it. You know, it's starting to get all fuzzy, but it still absorbs. I'm telling you, definitely worth the wait. Doesn't even weigh an ounce, I don't think. 2-quart U.S. Canteen cup. I got Canteen. I got a couple of them with the covers from Sportsman's Guide for $15. I think 2 of them. You can just abuse these things. You know, I just throw it in the pack. It's 2 full quarts. It's flat. It's easy to put in your pack. I don't keep it on my belt, but I've had water bladders. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with them. I know people use them, but you know, it's just hard to beat 2 quarts. You get 2 of these, you're carrying a gallon of water. Durable. Again, something just works. The heavy-duty emergency blanket, trauma blanket from bensbackwoods.com. Other places sell them. They're, again, like $12, $13. Again, something you can use, abuse, and not worry about. Of course, they rip. I use it as a ground cloth in my tarp. I use it as a shelter. I use it when I just am having lunch and I want to sit down and put my stuff, all my stuff on a dry spot. Can't go wrong for $12. I think they're like, you know, 5 feet by 7 feet. They got the grommets. I mean, they'll work as an emergency shelter. But again, weighs a little bit. I think they weigh like 7, 8, probably 10 ounces, maybe even 12 ounces. But I just think worth it. Just a cutout butt pad here. This is just a 1/2 inch or 3/8 inch closed cell foam pad. I always have this. You know, I'm going on a hike. It just goes in my backpack, and I don't have to sit on wet ground. You know, can't say enough about that. Works. Some cheap 1/2 ounce 49-cent steaks, so tent steaks. I got 8 of them in there with some clothes pins in this little mesh bag. The whole thing weighs about 5 ounces for my Bushcraft USA tarp, which works wonderful. So thanks to Bushcraft USA. Hopefully you can see that there. Tarp is a little expensive. 10 by 10 tarp has, I think, 19 tie outs, pull outs. I've put my paracord on it. You know, I'm not a hammock camper, but it works. So again, stuff that just works for me has worked all summer. Something I did use this summer, the SERP, or the military mosquito tent, or Mosquito Bar they call them. This thing, again, just works. I mean, it's not indestructible, but for, I think it was $25, which is relatively expensive. A lot of mosquito netting on there. It does not weigh that much. I think it weighs about 12 ounces. It is very bulky, hard to pack down, but it does its job. Keeps mosquitoes off of you. So can't say enough about that. So that's all my stuff that goes on pretty much on all my hikes, other than maybe my the strap, holding, or the leather strap. My newest favorite addition that I've been playing around with, not hiking but base camping, bushcrafting, is a 8-inch Lodge 2-quart Dutch oven. All right, too small for most people. Again, it's usually just me and my son. You can put 2 quarts in there. It actually is perfect. I've made all kinds of chilies, casseroles, cornbread, you name it. I mean, this is just one fun thing to take out in the bush and put in your fire. Along with that, I wouldn't take this without taking a pair of tongs. Can't go wrong with that. And some bamboo stirring instruments. So that, my Opinol, a fire, some rice, chili, beans, cornbread, peach cobbler, you name it, I am set to go. I will say the Zebra 10 centimeter pot is a little small when you're going for, you know, a couple people. It holds 3 cups full. So when you're base camping, it's always feeling like you're filling it up. But stainless steel, you know, pretty much indestructible. Again, I put these things out there just for people to think about and to say, hey, this works for me. Hopefully it would work for you. Thanks for watching. And my hat's off to the guys and girls and the whole team at bushcraftusa.com. They are some quality people there. Thanks.